All right, this is 6 things I wish that I had known before getting started in copywriting. The first 3 are going to be things that I wish I could have known, kind of like mistakes to avoid or things that I wish I had known that would have helped me accelerate faster as a copywriter. And then the last 3 are just going to be some more of like the lifestyle components of a copywriter that maybe I wasn't expecting. So number 1 is that AI is a very useful tool when used properly, and it's usually not used in the way that people think. So using AI to write your copy for you is usually not going to turn out great unless you can take that copy and use it as an outline, and then you're going to go and rewrite every sentence. So let's say you have AI write you an email. You might give it all the information on your market, your product, your brand, your tone, everything. But then you're going to have to go through and literally rewrite every single sentence. There might be 1 or 2 sentences that you can actually use. But you have to do so much editing to make it sound human and to reframe it, you literally have to restructure the entire piece of copy. But it is actually helpful to outline that piece of copy for you. Another thing you can use AI for is market research. So you can go to AI with, let's say you're writing an email about a fitness program for middle-aged women. You can go to ChatGPT or Claude or whatever you use, and you can say, okay, you give it a description of what your product is. Let's say it's a 6-week fitness boot camp. You tell it about your target market. You give it some information as far as maybe like the details of the program, how you speak, things like that. Just like some details to set it up properly. And then you tell it give me the top 10 questions or the top 10 excuses women in this market are making before getting started in their fitness program. And then you can use those 10 excuses or problems and address those in emails and posts and YouTube videos, whatever. So ChatGPT is very useful when used as a tool. I have other videos about that, but used in an unconventional way, ChatGPT can be a massive resource. I personally like Claude better. And again, just don't use it to write your copy for you. Use it as an outline, use it as market research. Use it as a tool, but do not use it as a crutch. So that's the number 1 thing that I wish I knew. Number 2 is that the best copywriters are not the ones doing the most amount of copy. And that means 2 things. That means, number 1, their copy isn't the longest, and number 2, it's not the highest quantity of copy. So I was talking to one of my coaches today who's one of the best copywriters I've ever met. And he was telling me, he was like, with the scope of clients you have, you really should only be spending first 2 or 3 days of the week writing copy, and the rest of your week should be free to do other things. And I was like, whoa, because I write a lot and I spend a lot of time writing, but what I've done over the last couple months is I've really condensed that amount of time that it takes me to write a good email. So it takes me probably 5% of the amount of time it used to take me to write a good email. And that's just because you start to incorporate these frameworks into just like these mental frameworks into your writing, where you don't have to necessarily write out, the template of DIC, disrupt, intrigue, click. You don't have to write that out because mentally it's already ingrained. It's like muscle memory when you start writing. It's just you got to disrupt the readers with, a hook. You got to intrigue them with the alluding to the subject or whatever of the email. And then you've got to get them to click at the end. It's ingrained. So you write a lot faster once you have those things ingrained into your mind. They become muscle memory. And then also, the best copywriters are very good at condensing an idea. They don't repeat themselves. There's not fluff. They don't need to frame the whole email with 20 sentences before they just get to the point. They are very good at being direct, getting to the point, and writing the most effective copy in the least amount of words. Because at the end of the day, the most effective copy is the copy with the least amount of words. And that's not to say that there's a specific number of words that makes copy good or bad. It could be 1,000 words, it could be 100 words, it could be 10 words. But it's about every single sentence earning its place on the page, and the best copywriters know how to do that, and they have that muscle memory to apply those frameworks and just write really fast. So they're not spending a ton of time writing every single piece of copy. So whether you're writing copy for your business or you're writing copy for a client's business, you got to be able to just take those mental frameworks and apply them on a daily basis so that you become faster and faster, and then also just condense your ideas so that they're super, super simple. All right, that's number 2. All right, number 3 is that copywriting is not an artistic, creative dance. It is just a strict scientific math equation. There are certain building blocks you need in order to persuade the reader that your product is the best fit for their problem, and it's going to provide them with the solution they need. And it's not about all this creative, new angles and painting this fancy picture. It's just about getting to the point. And you do want to be able to create like these crystal clear pictures in their mind, but you don't want to be super fancy and creative and trying to reinvent the wheel constantly. There's proven techniques that work, and studying the best copywriters allows you to take those techniques and apply them to your copywriting. And I guess I'll just include like number 4 because it's really important, and I just thought of it while I was giving that third point, and it's just that you want to create pictures in the mind of your reader. You want to have them visualizing the solution that you're presenting them in their mind. They have to experience your product in their mind before they actually purchase it. Because the first purchase of your product is like a mental one. They mentally envision themselves using your fitness program or buying your hairbrush or wearing your t-shirt. And once they picture that, once you've painted that picture of them of what their life is going to look like with your product, and they want that picture in their mind to become reality, now you have a sale. And so that's really, really important. That's something also that ChatGPT really can't do. It cannot paint pictures effectively into the mind of a buyer. You really have to be able to, you can use it for inspiration, but you're gonna have to edit it. That's something that you uniquely can do because you can relate to your audience and you can create unique content, whereas ChatGPT is generally reusing content. So those are the 3/4 points. Now these are some cool things that I didn't know coming into copywriting, but they were just fun surprises. Number 1 is that you don't need a niche. You can just literally take these frameworks. Once you learn how to write really well for one product, you can apply that to literally every kind of copy, every kind of product, because human psychology works the same. So once you understand how to use human psychology, how to tap into the mind of the buyer, then you can take that formula and apply it to every piece of copy that you're writing. And it's so exciting because there's all these people on YouTube and on the internet being like, you got to niche down into, web design or real estate or whatever it is that you're writing copy for. And that's the only kind of copy you can write. But no, like I have clients for everything from real estate to community coaches. I have people that are like lenders, people that are investors, people in literally across every different niche, especially in the finance space. And it's just really cool because you can take those techniques and apply them to all 3. Or apply them to every niche. All right. So that's the first thing that was really fun to realize. Number 2, that I didn't realize this coming into it, but it's obvious now, is that you form the coolest relationships because your clients are successful entrepreneurs. You're probably a wannabe entrepreneur. You're getting started in entrepreneurship. And so you're getting to form these relationships. And it's this natural networking medium where you get to meet really cool people, provide a ton of value, and then just like through that like exchange, you're building a really epic network and you're getting invited to cool events and you get to travel. And at least in my experience, it just leads to some really, really cool things. And then number 3, you take that skill and you can apply it to your own product. So that's what I've done. That's what I know a lot of people have done. And that's kind of how you scale beyond that 40, 50K mark is you take those copywriting skills, you learn them so well for your other clients that you start applying them to your own business. And that's a really exciting thing because that's infinitely scalable. You can scale your business as much as you want. It's not, bound to a retainer or bound to a rev share. It is scalable to the moon. So those are the 6 or 7 things that I've learned in the last few months of being a copywriter that I had no clue about when I started copywriting. It's been really, really cool. If you guys are looking to get into copywriting, looking to get some really good copy for your business, book a call below. Happy to chat with you, strategize, create a game plan. But yeah, hopefully this video was helpful and I will see you guys in the next one.